So I want to take my activism and my creative agitation and translate it into legislation.
Yes.
I've been an agitator for a little while now. When the state of Georgia refused to expand Medicaid in this state, after we passed the Affordable Care Act, leaving over 400,000 Georgians in the Medicaid gap, I went to the state capitol. I wasn't elected, but I went to handle the people's business. And so I and other activists went into the governor's office and we sat there and we shut the business down. The Capitol Police began to say, if you don't move, we're going to arrest you. And I was holding a sign with a quote from Dr. King saying that of all the injustices, inequality in healthcare is the most shocking and the most inhumane. And so they arrested us, carted us off to jail. What they didn't understand was that I had already been arrested before I got arrested. My mind had been arrested. My imagination, my moral imagination had been arrested by this idea that health care is a human right and it is something that the richest nation in the world can and should provide to all of its citizens. I had already been arrested by that grand and noble idea. Then in 2017, when the Republicans passed a $2 trillion tax giveaway to the richest of the rich, while threatening the children's health care program. We call it peach care in this state. I went to the U.S. Capitol. Couldn't argue on the floor of the U.S. Senate. And so I stood in the rotunda. And I said that a budget is not just a fiscal document, it's a moral document. It is a reflection of who we are for one another. A budget is a moral document. It says who we think is important and who is unimportant, who matters and who doesn't. And so we began to sing and pray like Paul and Silas in the rotunda of the U.S. Capitol. The Capitol Police came with their bullhorns again and they said, you can't sing and pray in the U.S. Capitol. I thought to myself they could use some singing and some praying, and so we kept on singing. We kept on praying, and they gave us 3 warnings, and they told us if you don't move, you will be arrested, but we had already been arrested by this idea that this is the people's house, and that we were there to handle the people's business, and so they carted us off to jail again. I'm here in Savannah today and moving all across this state because I believe that if you would join with me in this movement, the Capitol Police will get the opportunity to escort me one more time, but this time not the central booking, but to my office as the next United States Senator from the state of Georgia.